So it's Bleach character trailer Monday, and today we got Coyote Stark, man, which a lot of people were predicting him to be the next one, since, you know, some of the characters they've been giving us, and I'd probably predict that next week is probably going to be Better, and then maybe Orihime as the next character, since people still think Orihime is going to be part of the game, man. But you already know how we do these trailers and all that stuff, man. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and make sure to let me know what is your favorite thing that was shown in this actual trailer, man. But we're going to go ahead and look at this. As you know, we watch it normal, and then we come back and slow it down after, man. Okay, Coyote Stark. So I expect to see a lot of Sero spam. Note as a primary. Oh, and we has Little Net right there. Okay, okay. Like how they have part of the opening. Oh, who's he fighting? Oh, Shunsui. Okay. Looks like some range cheese. Looks a little similar to Tozen with some of his movement, the way he's moving back and stuff. Looks like a pretty simple character. And this also looks like a different outfit for Shunsui. Ooh, are they all out? Okay, no. Ooh, just a little bit different. Okay, we see some Kiko moves. Ah, that's pretty fire. Okay, so if we look at Stark, one thing I gotta say is I thought this character was gonna be a lot more simple than what he is, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be extremely simple as far as how to use him, and I don't think this character is really gonna have like an easy, he's gonna be one of the hard to use Espada. I don't think he's, you know, easier than Terabel. But what we're gonna see right here, it says, known as the Primera Espada, he is proud of the tremendous firepower at his command while firing Sero in rapid succession. He can also divide himself into two separate beings. So we look at the signature move that's going to be the Alma Karma. While holding down input, Stark will accumulate his spiritual power, holding his gun at the ready. In the normal state, Stark expends his spiritual power when activating the dashing quick attack, which I believe is just the normal quick attack, flash attack, and special flash attack. It is important to secure spiritual power regularly by activating this move. So what this is telling me, it seems like he works a little bit similar to Nell, but also if you play Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash, I feel like this character seems like he works very similar to Mai, where he needs to reload these bullets constantly to be able to fire off Sero. So you're constantly going to be using the signature move to be able to actually use, like, you know, your normal quick attacks and your heavy attacks. And depending on the person that's using this character, you might like that or you might not like that you have to reload and it's not just automated. The spiritual pressure move 1 is going to be the Seto Atamakido, and basically Stark steps back in a flash and fires a Sero from his gun. The number of Sero and the damage will increase according to the amount of Stark's spiritual power. So this kind of also reminds me a little bit of how it was with Tozen, how he steps back. So this looks like a pretty good move, especially if you can control where it goes. And what it's looking like with the signature action, I'm curious if you're just charging up energy to be able to fire off Seros, or if they're saying basically with Stark you have to use your SP meter, and basically your signature action allows you to manually charge your SP meter the whole time. I don't know if he's going to have a unique meter or if we're just talking about the normal SP meter. It seems like we're just talking about the normal SP meter, so this is going to be pretty different with Stark, with the fact that he's going to be one of the few characters that can just build up spiritual pressure on his own. And the second move is a little bit difficult to understand. This one is the two of us make one, and Stark's spiritual power will decrease little by little after activating until the spiritual power is decreased to 0. Stark will not expend his spiritual power when activating dashing quick attack, flash attack, and special flash attack. So what I'm getting from this is that this one is a little bit of a boost, and it basically gets rid of you needing to use the automated, like, you know, having to press the spiritual or use the signature action to charge up your spiritual energy. I'm thinking if you use this, because since it's a spiritual pressure move 2, it means you got to have at least about 100 of your spiritual pressure meter. If you activate this, you can just spam your spiritual pressure move 1 or your light, your flash, and your quick attacks as much as you want without having to worry about charging up. This basically is just like an all out, seems like an all-out shoot as much as you can type of move, because we can actually see in the gameplay that he's using the spiritual pressure move 1 and he's spamming it multiple times, because you're seeing him actually just teleport from side to side while he's going around Shunsui. So this one looks like a pretty good move to actually pair with the first one, but this character is very different from what we've seen before. And the awakening is going to be Stark's performance is enhanced by releasing Los Lobos with Resurrection. Unlike the normal state that fights mainly at long range, Stark's fighting style changes to a close range after awakening. Stark will be able to activate powerful attack by using Blue Wolf Fame that will be stocked in exchange of his own Kompaku. So we can also see with the awakening that he moves more to a close range style type of fighting. We see that he's actually slashing, and it's not him just zoning with the Setos. Now this last part, we're going to have to see when they update the website to fully understand, but it says Stark will be able to activate powerful attack by using Blue Flame Wolf that will be stocked in exchange of his own Konpaku. So I'm curious of, how much health are we actually going to take off when you're using this? And are they basically saying that you're going to have to expand one of your whole life bars to maybe be able to take more of their life bars? It's going to be interesting how much you control this, if this is maybe just them talking about doing it as far as when it comes to like actual dealing damage to the Reishi bar, or if this is something that you can activate when you're doing them in like whenever they're in a Reishi deficient state and you're doing this to destroy the Konpaku, kind of similar to what it is with Ichigo, how he can destroy more than one if he's in his reverse state. Be pretty cool if with Stark you could control, maybe instead of taking 3 Konpaku, you decide to take 4 or 5. I think this would be a very good gamble to use more of your life to try to deplete your opponent's life a lot faster than you. And the last thing we see is unique abilities to turn spiritual power and Konpaku into offensive power. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have to wait to see whenever the website comes out with Coyote Stark, because it seems like he has a lot of things and he's a lot different than what I thought he was gonna be. They went very much different than just, making him just a plain zoning character. They actually try to get a little bit, a little bit complex with him. But let's go ahead and look at this trailer again and break things down slowly. Okay, man, so we're looking at this again, man. We get a nice little animation, with him actually turning her into the weapon, and then we get to see it, man. Nice little scene, and then we're gonna get to see a little bit of his normal combos right here. You see what this is? That has to be maybe his special flash, maybe, because we haven't seen this move. Maybe that's his special flash. So then we see things start with him just charging, and he's just standing there charging, man. So you're gonna have to use that cautiously. That probably is just maybe his quick attack right there, or maybe a chance of a flash. Then we see here, look, he teleports behind him at first, and then on the next one, he goes backwards to get a little bit of space. So it's pretty good that you have options with that one. Then the spiritual pressure move 2, we see that there's nothing special, but we can see here, look at this. He's using the spiritual pressure move 1 multiple times, just following up. Get a nice little animation of the perfect flash step. And we get to see the awakening, the resurrection. I'd say he has a pretty cool animation out of all the Espada that we've seen. I'm not going to say the best, but I do like how, they have all the wolves there, man. That's pretty cool. And then we're going to see that his moveset completely changes when he's here. Now we actually see him fighting with some close range attacks. So it's going to be pretty cool to do the mix up if you're switching. It's going to be very nice to see how people strategically decide how long they want to stay in the zoning state, if they even want to use the resurrection to a certain extent, depending on the player that they're actually fighting. Then we get a few shots of some Keycone moves and we can see the wolves coming and attacking. This is pretty cool, man. Pretty nice, pretty nice. But that's everything with Coyote Stark. I got a good feeling that maybe some of the wolves, whenever he's awakened, that they'll probably have those in the Keycone moves. Maybe you can expend some of your wolves to take more of the Konpaku. It's gonna be very interesting to see how they actually explain, this gambling his life to deal more damage once we actually see it updated on the website. But let me know for all the Coyote Stark mains, man, that's been waiting for this character. Did he meet your expectations, or are you kind of a little bit like, this is a little bit too much for me, man? But make sure to let me know in the comments how y'all like this and what was your favorite thing from this actual character display. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell, do all those nice things, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next Bleach video, man. Yeah.